Good afternoon, YouTube. It is I, the new me in 2010, coming back at you with a car vlog. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, November the 25th. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I shall rejoice and be glad in it. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in the Midwest. 52 degrees, and we getting ready to hit these streets. Didn't make it to the church house, but I listened to it online this morning, and my pastor bishop did really good. It's in his hands, so I'm feeling mighty good this morning. Ooh, there's a possum in the road. Jesus help. So we getting out here out and about, getting ready to do a Sam's run real quick. I didn't make it to Sam's yesterday, so I need to do a Sam's run and pick up a couple of things I need. I need some sour cream for this cake I have to do for Thanksgiving. And then I need to get some more onions and bell pepper, things of that nature. Now, I'm not cooking too much for my house, but I do have 4 cakes to bake that are leaving my house. And then I think I'm gonna make a cheesecake, a keto cheesecake for my house. So, or some mini cheesecakes that I can take with me so I don't have to eat the other cakes that I make. So, and then when I get back, it's nice. I might have to go walk the park. I've been riding my bike, my recumbent bike this week, but I might get outside and do some walking today. And then I need to go run by Michael's, because of course I need to get some more cake boxes. I've used all my cake boxes. I really wish I could find those plastic cake domes locally. I was gonna order some from Amazon, but they wouldn't be here in time. So I'm gonna have to do some more investigation on that. And so I have to do that. I have to go to Michael's. And then I might stop by Aldi's to get some zucchini and stuff, because I want to make a sheet pan meal tonight. And then also while I'm in Sam's, I'm going to see if they got some ribs. I want to do a rib tonight too. So that way I won't be cooking it till really Wednesday, because I'm just going to do turkey wing keto dressing. And I already have greens in my freezer, so that's gonna be my house, what I have for my house, because I'm going to visit a couple of people's houses on Thursday. But I grew up where, no matter if we went to visit like my godmothers or whatever for Thanksgiving, for the holidays, my mom always had food at home. So I've always been in that practice. I don't care if I am going visiting, I'm cooking something at my house. So I don't have to be toting folks to Tupperware or the Go plates when I got food in my own house. And especially now since I'm trying to be keto, low carb. So, but that is the plan for the week. But I had to taste for some ribs today, so I'm gonna put them in the oven if I find some for a good price. And then I'm gonna do have some smoked sausage. Then I want to do one of those sheet pan meals with vegetables. That I can have for lunch and stuff this week. Until Thursday, try to stay on track. And then I'm trying not to eat, because I've been eating a lot of eggs lately. So I'm gonna lay off, because I don't know if I'm having a allergic reaction with eating too many eggs or what. But so I'm kind of dressing back on the egg front instead of eating eggs every morning. I'm trying to find other things to eat as well. So, and then I'm doing an experiment switching up how I take my my metformin. Instead of taking it in the morning, I'm switching up to see how it does when we taking it in the evening. Since my blood sugars are higher in the morning, if I take the metformin at night, that should alleviate that. And I should have a true test of that tomorrow, because I'm trying to get my eating cutoff to be like at 8 o'clock. That didn't work last night, because I want to have like 12 hours of fasting when I get up and take my blood sugar in the morning. So I figure if I cut my eating off at 8, when I get up at 8, I can test my blood sugar and see what the fasting number is, and then I'll take it throughout the day, like after a meal, and see what it is. Yeah, because that's what I've been doing. So alternating between taking it in the morning and after meals. So that is all. I'm just gonna have when I get home. I'll do my regular Sunday stuff while I'm cooking. I usually clean out my refrigerator on Sundays, because the trash comes Monday. So that just makes a whole lot of sense for me to clean out the refrigerator. So I'm gonna clean the refrigerator out, organize that, get all my baking stuff organized, ready to start rolling, because I'll start baking probably Tuesday evening. Like I'll make the filling for my coconut cake Tuesday night, and I gotta see when I'm gonna bake it, because it has to go in the refrigerator. And then I'm gonna probably make some cake balls Monday. It's either tonight or Monday. Tonight or tomorrow, because I go get my nails done, and I want to take some more back up to the shop, because my nail tech shared the last ones I gave her, so I want her to have some for her station and for her to take home. So I'm going to do that. I think this time I'm not going to put them on the stick. I'm just going to make the cake balls, instead of putting them on the stick. So give me something else to do, and then I'm gonna have to eventually tackle my beauty room. It's time. I've been putting it off. I got to reorganize my beauty room, because all my shoes is in the middle of the floor again. Since I haven't been getting up, going to work, I haven't put no makeup on, so I haven't been really in that room. But it's been a hot mess. It's been a reflection. I say it's been a reflection of my life for the last 3 months. Not quite together, not quite organized. It's a little bit of disarray. But I think it's time to clean it up as I clean the clutter out of my head. And like I say, my mind is getting clearer. My thought processes are becoming clearer. So still toying with the idea whether I'm going back into corporate America, or am I going to try to do an entrepreneurial thing. That is where my mind is these days. Because I got a couple different avenues make, so I can try to make a go of doing something like that, which is one of my passions. And I also do have I'm involved with teletravel. I haven't done too much with it, but I'm still paying my fee to be a travel agent. So I need to go and do some coursework and go ahead and publish my website for that. I just been sitting on it, because I initially joined that to just get the perks for myself. So I said, well, this is a good time to get ready for 2020. Go ahead and publish that and see if I can gain me some clients for that while I'm in transition. So I've been a little lazy the last few days about doing that stuff. And I need to finish my price list. That's the other thing. I need to finish my price list for these cakes and things, so I'll be ready for Christmas, because I just let Thanksgiving go because I wasn't in the mood. The cakes I'm doing this week are purely just because I'm visiting people's houses, and I don't go to nobody's house empty-handed. So I'm going to one house for dinner, and then I'm going to another house for dessert and coffee. And then my one friend wants my lemon cake, so I'm gonna bake her that lemon cake. That's my sister. She can get what she wants. So, but I am surely glad the sun is shining today. That is a mood enhancer right there. I am learning that I really do not like dreary days. I don't like the rain and dreary days, because that really affects my mood. I have really noticed that the last few months. I have a friend that he likes the rain, and I'm like, why? It put a hampers and dulls what I want to do, because I don't like driving in the rain. People drive stupid on dry land, so Lord forbid it's raining. So yep, I have some things to do. I said I'm gonna get back to work on working on these items from December 1st. Get back to submitting resumes and stuff as well. Just to see what's out there. And then the other thing I'm dealing with, toying with, is whether I'm gonna stay where I am. If something becomes available, am I gonna relocate? That's another thing to think about. So I have all these things that I'm trying to process in my head. And sometimes you have so much to think about and so much to deal with. You could get overwhelmed, and that's when I find myself slipping into a little depression mode. And I realize that, and then I have to do something to snap out of it, because I'm not trying to take a deep dive into depression. That's not what I want in my life. And when stuff like that start happening, when I'm starting to sleep all day and all that stuff, I'm like, I have to get up and get out the house and go enjoy the sunshine, go to a movie or something. Or I'll think about, I have to remind myself that in some aspects I'm a miracle. Because I think my mother used to tell me the story how her doctors told her she was never going to have kids. She was never going to get pregnant. Lo and behold, they started adopting my brother. My mother gets pregnant with me. I was supposed to be delivered on May 15th. I was late. Mother was having complications. They told my parents, we can't save both of them. Who should we save? Asked my dad, who do you want me to save, your wife or your daughter? Of course, my father said, save my daughter. And my mother said, no. No, my mother said, save my daughter. And my father said, save my wife. But they was able to save both of us. So I know there's a reason. 47 years ago, God allowed me to stay here, to be born. So he has a purpose and a reason for my life. And then I remind myself, but 22 years ago, we had a bad accident on the highway. Raining. Car rear-ended us. My brand new car, my dad was driving. From where the person hit us, they hit the gas tank. The car could have exploded. 22 years ago, I could not have been here. So I think about those things. When I start feeling depressed, I think about those things. How God spared my life to live and see another day. So I have nothing to be depressed about. I just be thankful that I have another chance, another opportunity to fulfill the purpose for my life. Now it's up to us to figure out what that purpose is. But that's when I continue to pray and ask God to show me what it is that I need to be doing. God blessed me to be in a job for 22 years. From the day I started working there, I felt God placed me there. Until the day I left, it was my assignment was done. And I believe God has something better in store for me. So that's what's keeping me motivated these days. Is that I know God has something better in store for me. And my phrase has been, my next move is going to be my best move. And I believe that. And I'm standing trusting on God's word. He said he would never leave me nor forsake me. And he's been my provider. And I thank him. So I have no reason to be depressed, feeling bad about myself, or any of that. Because God has it in his hands. He's in control of it all. So whatever happens next, it's going to be God ordained. I believe that on today. God, my pastor's sermon this morning was, it's in his hands. And I've given it over to God. And I've asked him for some things. He has never forsaken me or failed me yet. I am so grateful that the best gift my parents gave me in life was my faith. To have faith in God. That's the best gift you could give a child. Because when you long gone, they have somebody that's something to depend on, something to believe in. Someone to go to. As the old folks say, I can go to them and tell all my troubles to. So when you're feeling down, things may not be going your way. Just think back and look on what God has done for you. And what he's doing. And what his word says he will do. That's enough to keep me going every day. I don't mean to sound churchy, but I'm just happy today. As my daddy say, I'm just happy, glad. So glad. So glad that I got a Savior I can tell all my troubles to. Who can turn things around in the blink of an eye. And sometimes people do stuff to you, think they doing something that's going to hurt you. But understand that God had allowed it to happen and it's for your good. Ooh, get my bag up. And it's going to turn out for your good. Yes, yes, yeah. Can y'all tell? All right, y'all. I done did a mini sermon today. Didn't mean to do that, but that's just how I feel on the day. When I'm having not a so good day, I just have to think about what God has done. I just have to think about where He's brought me through. And it just makes me happy all over. Because the way things could have been. I am so thankful and grateful. All right, y'all have a good afternoon. I'm going to run in Sam's and pick up the few items that I need. And I'm going to post this just to encourage maybe to encourage somebody. Because I know I encourage myself. So whatever you're going through, know that God's got it and it's in His hands. Till I come back at you again with another video. Bye.